Hey guys, what's going on? Matthew here from Odie Stories Media, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. All right, so what we have for you today is, like I said in the last video, we are going to be talking about the Pilot Custom 74, and that is exactly what we are going to do. And I'll give you my thoughts this um, on this in the next video that we do. So the Pilot Custom 74. We'll put the pen there. Hopefully that's on our secondary camera there, but uh, we'll deal with that later. Anyway, the Pilot Custom 74, and this is a pen that I've been using for a couple of weeks now, and I have to say, one of the things I like about the Pilot Custom 74 is the fact that it fits nicely in the hand, and it really is a completely different writing style. And for me, um, it is it's a stiff nib. I have to say that. It's a 14 karat gold nib, and it's a medium. It's obviously a uh, a Japanese medium nib, and you know this is a pen that I have always wanted. I've had it in and out of my cart numerous times over the years, and for whatever reason, I keep putting it back. So I finally decided the one day pull the trigger on it. Let's see how it performs. Let's see how it writes. And I have to say, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with the Pilot Custom 74. So uh the best part about the pen, and I have to say, a lot of people complain about the grip section on the pen. I have no complaints about it. It's fine. I can deal with it being as small as it is. And the fact that it's a clear demonstrator pen and you can see the cartridge inside the pen itself really gives you the sense that you can actually see the ink level, or in that case how much ink you have left inside the pen. So I left the sticker on right here. I'll put the video up, but I left the medium sticker on the pen for now, because when I first started writing with it back on April 4th, I wasn't 100% certain I was going to keep the pen. But the more I've used it, the more I've come to enjoy it. Like literally, I have come to enjoy it. So when I was writing with this pen and doing the writing sample and everything like that, it is one of those pens where it's like, oh man, it's a smooth nib, and it is nice and wet. It's a wet nib. I have to give it that this pen is wet. And so when I went to go do the ink smear, and boy oh boy, it didn't disappoint. It is exactly what I expected it to be, and ultimately the the whole the whole writing sample went really really nice. No hard starts. It's not scratchy by any stretch of the imagination. And the other the other thing that I like about the Pilot Custom 74 is that it posts so nicely. It's secure, it's deep, and the end fenule, bleh, the things at the end of the pen. No, the end fennules are really nice. Obviously, I can't hold the pen up because, well, I'll show you why in a second. This is why, because it disappears. But anyway, the the whole pen is just it's just really well built, well designed. Even the clip, it's nice and springy on the clip. Everything about the pen is just nice. Like I have no problems reaching for this pen on a daily basis. And it really, what it boils down to, if I had to nitpick about one issue, would be the fact that the nib is a little too stiff for my liking. That would be the only thing I would have to complain about with this pen. So that all being said, would I recommend this pen as your first gold nib pen? Absolutely. I would recommend the Pilot Custom 74 as your entry level first gold nib pen. But again, on the other side to that is the fact that the other pen I would recommend, and I don't have one with me, is the Pilot E95S. That's a good one too as well. And it's really highly underrated, the E95S. But that's a different story for another time. So what don't I like about the Pilot Custom 74? Really? It's just the nib. That's about it. And the other thing I would have to say that I don't like about this pen is the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of the Con 70 converter. Sorry. I just don't like the fact that you have to press that down. I mean, it's way better than the Con 40. Given the Con 40 is a pain in the ass to use, and you don't even get that much ink to begin with the Con 40. But the Con 70 converter, to clean it out and all that jazz, just an absolute pain in the butt. And yeah, besides that, I have really no complaints about the pen. And most of it is the fact that it just comes down to really, I'm just nitpicking, really. But everything is just so well done on this pen. From the nib to the fact that it posts deeply and securely. And even the feed. That feed, it's impressive. The other thing I would like to see from Pilot is that there were more nib options available for this pen, like a broad nib, or a stub nib. I know certain carriers have different options for that, but from where I got it from the Goulet Pen Company, I just wish that there were more options. I tend to lean more towards the broad nib than medium nib, but because the medium nib was the second choice on the list, that's what I went with. Because fine is just not good, and the extra fine is just too fine. So I inked the pen up with Inkvent Diamine Jack Frost, which is a really nice ink. It's a shimmer and sheen ink, I believe, if I have that right. I'll have to take a look. But I will put that on screen with our in the shot of the second camera there. And the writing sample, as you can see, and the pen wrote right out of the box, no hard starts, no skips, no nothing. Beautiful. And everything it just writes. It's literally become one of my favorite pens. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm Matthew, and we'll see you in the next video.